A Boeing 787 lifts off the runway at Sydney Airport. 119 people on board. The captain reaches for the landing gear lever and selects up. Nothing happens, and nobody on the ground knows why they just sent that plane into the air with 2 pins still locked in the wheels. June 21st, 2021. Qantas Flight 645, Sydney to Perth. A routine domestic flight. At 7:45 in the morning, the Boeing 787 pushes back from Gate 11. The ground crew have just finished towing it from the parking zone. What the ground crew don't know is that they have just made a mistake that will send 119 people into the sky with landing gear that cannot retract. Seconds after liftoff, the first officer selects gear up. The nose gear retracts normally, but on the EICAS, the cockpit warning display, both main landing gears show a grey crosshatch. Not up, not down, stuck. An alert sounds, gear, disagree. The pilots work through the electronic checklist, step by step. Nothing resolves it. They try again. The main gear will not move. At 9,000 feet, the captain makes the decision. Gear down. Return to Sydney. The gear extends. Positive indication on both sides. 119 people land safely back where they started, most of them never knowing anything had gone wrong. So why couldn't the landing gear retract? The atsb investigation found the answer immediately. A Boeing 787 has 5 landing gear down lock pins. These metal pins lock the gear in place during towing and maintenance. Before any flight, all 5 must be removed. Every other aircraft the ground crew had ever towed had 3 pins. Nobody had told them the 787 has 5. They removed 3. The 2 remaining pins, 1 in each main landing gear, had bright red streamers attached to make them visible. But the streamers had become caught in the gear mechanism during towing. Nobody saw them, not the ground crew, not the engineers, not the pilots during their walk around. 3 checks, 3 sets of eyes, all 5 missed the same 2 pins. 119 people flew to 9,000 feet over Sydney that morning with pins still locked in their landing gear. They landed safely because the system worked exactly as designed. The warning sounded, the checklist ran, the crew acted, but the pins should never have been there. I'm Squawk 7700. Subscribe for more stories like this. New investigation every week.